Monoposto is about to receive its biggest update of the year so far. Marco has just uploaded a new trailer on YouTube, and it doesn't just feature the 2006-era Formula One car anymore. It showcases almost every generation of Formula One cars from 2000 all the way to 2026. I'm going to walk you through everything we know so far, so if you enjoy Monoposto content, make sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. The first thing that immediately stands out is the brand new menu, and it looks incredible. The bright, colorful interface has been replaced with a darker gray design that feels much more serious and modern. Personally, I like the new look, but let me know, which menu design do you prefer? The Change Chassis button has now been renamed Change Era, and selecting it brings up every Formula One generation from 2000 to 2026. Each labeled with the major technology introduced during that period. The first era we see is the 2000 season, and I have to say, the car looks even better than it did in the previous trailer. After that, we're shown the 2007 V8 era Formula One cars, and they're modeled beautifully as well. One detail I noticed immediately is that the DRS button and battery system have disappeared, replaced by a fuel level indicator. That could mean we're finally getting refueling pit stops, especially since there's now a fuel selection option alongside tire selection before the race. If that's the case, we're about to see an entirely new layer of race strategy in Monoposto. Another nice touch is the steering wheel. It's been redesigned to better match the era of the car. Although it still features an LED display, it's a huge step toward realism, and I expect the 2000-era cars will receive the same treatment. So, I guess Marco might have watched my last video where I pointed out some of those historical inaccuracies. After the 2007 cars, the trailer moves on to the 2010 era, labeled KERS and F-Duct. Here's a fun fact that shows just how much attention to detail Marco is putting into this update. KERS was introduced in 2009 and remained legal under FIA regulations in 2010. But the Formula One Teams Association, FOTA, agreed not to use it during the 2010 season to reduce costs. Just like that, the battery system isn't present in the game for this era either, which is a fantastic detail. What I'm most curious about is the F-Duct. Will drivers actually remove one hand from the steering wheel to block the cockpit opening like they did in real life? Or will it simply function as a standard speed boost? It'll be interesting to see how Marco recreates it, especially since DRS replaced F-Duct in 2011 after the system was banned. Once again, the steering wheel has been updated to match the period, and I absolutely love that level of attention to detail. Next, we get a look at the 2017 high downforce era, complete with the correct steering wheel, DRS, and the MGU-K battery system, bringing us much closer to modern Formula One. Unfortunately, we didn't get a proper look at the 2018 generation, but we'll be able to experience all of these eras ourselves once the update is released. Now, I know many of you are going to ask when the update is coming out, but honestly, I don't mind waiting another month if that's what it takes. Marco is clearly cooking something special, and I'd rather see a polished update than a rushed one. If you've watched all the way to this point, I'd like you to leave a comment with one feature you'd add to make each era even more realistic. Should the digital screens be removed entirely from the older cars? Should every era use its original Formula One regulations? For example, should the 2011 cars allow DRS anywhere during qualifying, just like Formula One did back then? Leave your ideas in the comments. I'll compile the best suggestions because together, you, I, and Marco can continue making Monoposto the most realistic Formula One game on mobile. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.